All right, this is This Week in Small Business, brought to you by smallbiztrends.com. I'm Brent Leary, and yes, it's John Colorice Lawson back once again to help me out with the top couple of articles that we're going to discuss. So every week they give me a list of the top articles. I pick a couple of them that we want to talk about. So the first one, kind of interesting, there's a poll, and this is from Michael Gouda. 55% of small businesses face risk due to current U.S. policy. That's what a survey says.
Right.
From the folks at Insurance Bee. One of the things I thought was pretty interesting, they asked, what do you consider to be the biggest risks to your business? 47% said economic uncertainty. 17% said being sued. 15% illness, death of employees. The list goes on and on, but the number one, as usual, as you would think, economic uncertainty. What are your thoughts? Is it feeling economically uncertain to you right now as a small business guy?
Okay, so we just left, DC a couple months ago.
That's right, you spoke at Congress.
Right. And we were bringing to the forefront the issues that the Small Business Association was highlighting for small business owners, and that was not one of them,
What?
No. I mean, but because I guess, who's the poll by?
Insurance Bee.
Insurance Bee is the poll?
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. I find it interesting that would be number one.
Economic uncertainty?
Yeah, I just kind of, because I don't feel...
Don't you think maybe with the tariff situation?
Well, yeah, if they would have addressed it like that. So yes, absolutely.
That's part of it.
Tariffs,
yeah.
I think insurance,
Healthcare, like healthcare.
Yeah, healthcare insurance, yes, absolutely. The taxes, on e-businesses. So all of those things I think are interesting. So if you umbrella all that, then I can totally see that result.
So isn't it kind of interesting that the economy overall has actually been pretty good, but even with that being said, economic uncertainty with all these different things, with tariff, healthcare, taxes for e-commerce sales, they're reining on the kind of the steadiness of the economy, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you think about it, man, we've had a good economy for 5+ years.
It's been
growing 5+ years. It's been great. But I think the uncertainty really stems from our political environment. And like you say, policy,
The trade deals, like the stuff with the EU and
who knows where
China,
it's going to
and so.
But I mean, when have you ever had certainty? Never. So
maybe we just need a little less uncertainty.
Yeah, that would be nice. Minimizing uncertainty.
All right. Next one. This is right up your alley, Mr. eCommerce. So this one comes from Ronald Dodd. Do you need to conduct a content audit for your e-commerce business? You even question what's a content audit.
Well, he just made that word up. He must be a consultant. But yeah, I like it.
No, you like it. Okay. So have you ever done anything that was similar, even if it wasn't a word, but similar to what he's talking about here?
Yeah, absolutely. I like what he was saying. Basically, it's like go to your e-commerce site, especially the blog site, and look at all the content that you put out there, because we're always putting content out there. But go back and take an assessment of all the content that's been posted and find the ones that have the most engagement, and then utilize those to either rewrite some more content around it. So obviously, if people paid attention to the first thing, they'll pay attention to the next thing.
Yeah.
And then also, he was talking in there about the next actionable thing you can do once you do this kind of analysis is use that for some fodder for your social media to start driving more traffic to that interesting content. So I thought that was a great exercise that a lot of business owners, not just e-commerce, just business owners in general, should probably do.
So, just if you had the ballpark, what percentages of the e-commerce businesses do you know that actually do that?
How would you say none? So, which is one of the things that people come to me for, and that's like the first thing I do is start looking at, what is it that's working? So, I mean, everybody, you should do that. Find out what people are really resonating with people. Do more of that.
All right. That's pretty succinct.
It's pretty succinct.
Do more of that.
Do more of that.
Okay. Now the last one, I'm struggling, but I know it was an article.
It's right under here.
It's right under there.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't find it. It's right underneath my nose, basically. All right, this last one is from the Young Entrepreneur Council. Wouldn't it be nice to be a young entrepreneur?
I still am.
Yeah, that's young at heart, entrepreneur. All right, 11 examples of small business documents to keep in printed form. Now, they give us a list of things that they think. Most of us have gone digital at this point. All of our documents are digital instead of print, but they're saying, hey, there are certain kinds of documents that they recommend you should still keep in print. Let me just list you a couple of them. Your company values. So that's assuming that people actually have
those written down.
Written down.
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of their business plan.
Yeah, but hey, that's one. Contracts, licenses, permits, and raised sealed documents. Emergency plans. Your goals. Your resume.
Ooh.
Passwords.
Your resume?
Yeah. Passwords.
Passwords. You know what? That's something you should always have a hard copy of.
That'd be hard to keep that one up to date, actually. Passwords all over the place.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right. So are there any on this list that you would say, you know what? That's a good idea?
None.
So you're totally
Zero.
digital.
Now, you know what? Here's the thing. Most of those things come to us in physical format. And my thing would be the opposite. Make sure you get a digital copy and save it to the cloud. I mean, I guess that makes sense if you're over 40, because we remember.
That should make sense to you then,
right?
Right,
but I'm not still into the kill the tree and carve something on it kind of mentality of paper. I don't get it.
I'm pretty comfortable that the cloud is not going to be down for a long, extensive amounts of time. So if I do need a document of sorts, I think I'll be able to get it from my Google Drive.
He prints his notes for this call.
I know. That's because I can't look at it as I'm doing.
But see, that's one
so
of the
there you go.
things.
That's
one of the things.
When you need it,
right,
and you don't have access.
I guarantee you, if we were 25-year-olds doing this show, the guy that's doing the host would not have paper print.
They wouldn't have picked this article. They would have been.
But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I think it's a paradigm shift. It's like I was with my niece. You guys seen her on one of the episodes before, and she takes all of her notes, digitally. And I'm like, you should use a piece of paper and a pen. And as I was telling her this, I was just like, I sound so old.
Yes.
And I just think that's an old thought.
Which is funny because it came from the Young Entrepreneur
It did.
Council.
Yeah, I love that.
Anyway, so that's it.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
I like
kind
that.
of an ironic
It was all right.
thing.
It was all right.
Anyway, so those are the top articles. There's a lot more of them. Go to smallbiztrends.com. Check them all out, and then check us out next week. Thanks.
Peace.